talk to someone. Don't keep it to yourself. It kills, actually. Isolating yourself and just allowing yourself, to just, I don't know, like dying without feeling is not right. Just, if you can't open up to your parents, I know sometimes, like, I can't tell my mom is so strict, my dad will kill me. There's someone you can talk to, someone older you can talk to, probably in church or something. Just have that person you can talk to.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. And for my new viewers, people that see my face for the first time, my name is XOXO TheChristianGirl, aka the Christian Girl. And today's video is going to be a Q&A. We are going to be answering some we are going to be answering some questions. No, they are going to be answering some questions that you guys have sent to me. So without further ado, let's introduce our very special guests. So by my left, I have Miss Miss Blessing Damilola.
Hi guys.
Okay, by my right, I have Miss Maryann.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so they are here. They are going to answer all of the questions. So if you not see your question here, it's because maybe I filtered it. Some of you guys kept on asking the same question over and over again. So I just grouped everything together and asked it, and like I wrote everything down the same way. So let's get right into the first question. So the first question is, how do I deal with being neglected for some certain activities or responsibilities just because I'm a girl, both in church and at home? How do I deal with being neglected for some certain activities?
This question is, I don't think the question is complete. What kind of activities? Can you put it in context?
I don't know. I just forwarded it from the chat to my note.
Okay.
She said, she was like, the voice note she sent before was that in her house she's always like that they are in her church, basically said they used to give responsibilities in church, maybe even to preach or something, and it's mostly guys. They give some certain roles, maybe keyboardists, all those kind of things, like, okay, yeah, girl, just stick with singing, all those kind of things. And maybe at home she wants to do more than just cooking, or they say no, okay, it's just this is your role. And just so how does she deal with like being neglected for some certain issues?
Is one of the things we have to deal with as girls or as females in this society. So sad, but that's one of the reality. I mean, something happened that was really painful to me. Okay, so I was somewhere with my dad. He locked his car key inside his car, and then everything happened, and a lot of men came out to help him, to work it out and all that. And one man came and he was just shouting they should look for a way to just turn off to remove the battery and turn off the ignition. And then I was able to now give them the wisdom that, okay, since the car is still running, instead of trying to like open the car because they were trying to use one rod to open the car, that they should just use that rod to press down the glass, just wind down and be able to open the door from one. So I was able to give them that wisdom. And this same man that was shouting remove the battery, after a while just looked at me and said, this is not, he said this in Yoruba, like this is not, a lady should not be here, like what should you be doing here? So it happens a lot. I was really pained, especially among Yoruba people. Hey, it's very, very painful. You hear things like, you are a woman, you're not supposed to talk in this society, you're not supposed to be this, you're not I'll just advise whoever asks this question that don't let comments like that hold you back from doing whatever it is you want to do. If it's keyboard you want to play, learn it and be the best at whatever it is you have desired to do. I don't know, whatever it is that you want them to involve you in, just know that your gender should not stop you from achieving whatever it is that you want to do. So no matter what they say, just keep doing what you know how to do best and keep improving yourself, and time would tell. Actually, do you have anything to add to that?
Okay. Just as Blessing has said, we live in a very funny gender blind society. When I mean gender blind, yes, we tend to focus sometimes on a specific gender, and then we assign some roles to that specific gender. Like, okay, the women are supposed to cook, the boys are just supposed to live their lives, play football, do anything they want to do. But basically, when it comes to cleaning and cooking and taking care of the house, is for females. Like, we've just assigned that role to, just a particular gender, which is wrong, right? But there's actually nothing that we can do, as you said, right? Unless we just educate people around us on these things, and just tell everyone just to be gender sensitive. You don't have to assign a particular role to a particular gender because of that, because of what the society has taught you. And again, I want to tell you that if you don't have this platform, to express yourself the way you want to express yourself, maybe because you're not permitted, I would advise you to create your own platform yourself. Don't necessarily waiting for the church leadership to give you a particular position and say, okay, handle this thing, or even at home. I'll just say, just do that yourself. Let's say, like Uzoma mentioned, keyboard, you want to learn keyboard and you're not allowed to play keyboard. Why don't you just learn on your own, just as Blessing has said, and then create your own platform? Probably you can maybe create a YouTube channel. You can, post your lessons online. Anything you want to do is your platform, is your world, right? Don't limit yourself to what you are being permitted to do or not being permitted to do. So
Okay, that was really insightful. So the next question, I hope that answered your question. So the next question is, please help me ask these Christian women how they coped with their feelings when they were teenagers. Feelings, I feel like these feelings are like feelings like the opposite sex, and also so they specifically asked me that, Uzoma, you don't know how to answer this question. So please help me ask these Christian women how they cope with their feelings when they were teenagers. So okay.
okay, how we cope with our feelings, I would say it's when we're younger, yeah, it's actually our parents' job. Let me just put it that way, to help us cope with our feelings. We just had, thank God for godly parents who will just put a stop to certain things. If they notice, even if it's a female friend, and they notice that this female friend comes to your house, and most times my mom will listen to our conversation. She might be in her room, but she's listening to what we are saying, and she'll come back and tell you, I don't want to see this girl here again. And I'm like most times, this is the only friend I have, and she'll say, like, there's nothing you can do, I don't want to see her here again. And that's it. So most times I will just have to stay all alone and all of that. And if she noticed that, okay, you are getting too close to this boy in church and everything, she start telling you that, oh, I don't want to see you together, this is what is happening. And she just advise you. So basically, I would say our feelings were held by our parents. So as a lady or as a young girl, please listen to your parents. Please listen to your mom, they don't have evil intentions towards you. I know at that certain age, you might feel that they hate me. Like, I know many times I said this, like, they don't love me, you understand, and everything. But as we grow older, we've come to just appreciate what they've done. Yes, and as we grow older, and as a relationship with God deepens, you just realize that there are just certain things you just have to let go. Not necessarily because they are bad, but because it's not yet time. Right. And if it's time, of course, you have enough time to enjoy your feelings, like to allow your feelings to to evolve and to do anything you want to do with that feeling. But when you're young, I'll just advise you to just listen to your parents, listen to spiritual leaders that has placed you under, especially in church, in Sunday school. I don't know how many of you are still in Sunday school, like the teenagers Sunday school and the youth Sunday school. Please just listen to those spiritual leaders. And then if you're having any problem with any of your feeling, talk to someone. Don't keep it to yourself. It kills, actually. Isolating yourself and just allowing yourself, to just, I don't know, dying with that feeling is not right. Just, if you can't open up to your parents, I know sometimes I can't tell my mom. My mom is so strict. My dad will kill me. There's someone you can talk to, someone older you can talk to, probably in church or so. Just have that person you can talk to, and then more importantly, just have that good relationship with God, right? If you're not a Christian, just accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and talk to Him. Do you know you can actually shut down your feelings? You actually have the power to do that. You can pray to God to take away the feelings you have for somebody if you feel it's not right and if you feel it's not yet time. And you can actually stop having that feeling. It's possible. It works. It even happened to me. So yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you.
Before I even give lesson to talk, so something she said that I relate to very well. She said you can actually shut down your feelings. And one thing I just want to say that we have power over our emotions. We have power over everything. So the more if you see that there are some thoughts that will come to our mind, and the more we brood on it and the more we stay on it, it tends to linger. So when those thoughts come and those feelings start, we have the power to actually say, okay, no, I'm like, I have control over my feelings. And once we now pray about this thing, because I've had like a situation like this, so when she said it, I could totally relate. So like so okay, so when I had this feeling, so I prayed about it. After I prayed about it, I people used to say that I pray about it, then God remove your feelings. I was like, is it that how will I just pray? God does not, is it that God does not have better things to do, that He wants to now be helping me with feelings? So yeah, so after I prayed about that, so I went back to school that day, and it felt like like nothing. It was very shocked. Like it was like a shock to me. So it works. So this is like an experience. If we were thinking that does it actually work? So it actually works very well. So
You guys have said everything. Okay, I'll just add that one thing that helped me when I was a teenager, when I was younger, was that I had a goal. My mind was focused on something. You know, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have where you're going, along the way, if you meet anybody going anywhere, you can just follow them. So when you already have a plan that, okay, I'm not going to let's say go into any relationship just for the sake of going into a relationship. I'm not going to go into a relationship because I have feelings. I'm going to go into a relationship when I know I'm ready for marriage. So when you have that in your mind and you already have that as your goal, even if the feelings come, you know it's not something you can act on because it's not yet time. So feelings will definitely come. I don't know. Well, for me, it did. When I was a teenager, I had like, yes, it will come definitely. So you already know that this is a no. So you have to look for a way to now, shut it down, focus your mind on something else. See, an idle hand is the devil's workshop. If you are not busy with something, feelings will just keep coming. It will just keep coming left, right. So you might want to get focused. If you are in school, be focused on your academics. Like, my book, I want to study, this is what I want to graduate with. I tell you, by the time you focus on your book will take all of your attention. That the little time you have, you just want to rest. You don't want to start thinking about anybody or start dwelling on any feeling or something. And it's also important to, once you know the goal that you have for yourself, you need to surround yourself with people that have the same orientation as you. Not that you would have made up your mind that I'm not going to do this, and then your friends will come and keep saying, I noticed that you like this guy, you're not going to do anything about it, and they start giving you worldly advice, and before you know it, you're already, derailing from the path that you have set for yourself. So it's very important that you have a goal, and then you surround yourself with people that will help you achieve, that will help you stay focused, and you not lose your focus. So yeah, that's it.
okay, my next question is, so at times as a Christian girl, I find it hard at times. I find it hard to stop thinking about my future marital life. So is that a bad thought? I see the emoji that she used to say. So she said, at times as a Christian girl, I find it hard to stop thinking about my future marital life. So is that a bad thought? Is that a bad thought?
What are you thinking about? You have, the question is not detailed. Because we don't know if you are thinking about your children, how God is going to work signs and wonders through your home. We don't know if you are thinking like you, okay, so you have that thought. Wow, interesting. Are you fantasizing about your future husband? Is that what you are thinking about? Is it the I can't wait to get married, and what are you thinking about exactly? See, life is in stages and there are steps, so you can't just say, have you ever sat down to think about God's purpose for you, how God is going to use you for people, for souls and all that? So if you are jumping that step and you are thinking about marriage, well, it's good if you are thinking in line maybe of what God would do with your home or anything. But if it's about you just sitting and fantasizing, oh, I can't wait for my husband, for us to, I don't know. So whatever thought it is, just make sure that your heart is guarded and your mind is guarded. There's something that I heard that has really helped me. So the person was like, if your thoughts could be projected on a screen before a group of people, let's say before your church members, will you be proud of your thoughts? So whatever it is you are thinking about your home, I will not say don't think about your future marriage, but whatever thought it is you are having, if it is projected before us, will you still be able to be proud of it and own up to it, like, this is what I'm thinking about? So guard your heart and guard whatever thought it is that you're having.
I would say almost the same thing, right? Marital life is big. Just saying, I'm thinking about my marital life. There are so many. In-laws are also part of your marital life. So I don't know. Are you thinking about your your in-laws? Are you thinking about relatives here? Are you thinking about finances? All those things are part of marital life. So what exactly are you thinking of, right? And I just want you to know that it's normal, like, it's normal. Sometimes we think about our marital lives and everything, but just as Blessing has said, think of it in the light of what God would wrought through your home. Like what is God going to achieve with you coming together with another man and then forming a family? I think that's beautiful. That's And then if you're thinking, just add, just think of the good things you're going to do. Just think of the people you people's lives you're going to bless. Think of the beautiful things you're going to do, right? I think that's important. But again, I also add that just ensure you're not spending your time almost every day thinking about these things. I know it's normal because right now online, practically everybody's getting married. Like if you come online, you see that this person is getting married on your status, they're posting happy married life. So I think maybe that thing is influencing your thoughts for now. But then just focus your mind on things that matter at this particular stage. I don't know what matters to you right now, but if you know that thing that matters to you, I would say you just focus your thoughts on those things and not necessarily on marriage. And if you're going to focus your thoughts on marriage, then focus on the good parts. Just focus on what you're going to do and what God is going to do through your marriage.
Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. So this clip you're seeing is from part 2. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and also put your comment down in the comment section. If you have other questions that you want us to like talk about, make sure to put them in comment section. And my next video, I'll be releasing part 2, so stay tuned and be blessed. I love you so much, guys. Mwah.